So I just got out of watching Madam Web. This is the latest Sony Spider-Man villain spin-off film, whatever you want to call it. Hit that like button and subscribe to that notification bell if you haven't already. I'm so close to reaching my goal of 100,000 subscribers. It means so much if you guys could help me get there. And my full review of this movie will be out tomorrow. Look, I went into this movie with the lowest of expectations. It was one of my least anticipated of the year. I only watch these Sony films just to see what they cook up, because it can get pretty wild and outlandish and hard to believe, you know, what you're watching on screen. But I saw the Rotten Tomatoes score before I went, and I was like, let's just see if people are being overdramatic. You know, I watched the movie, and it's horrible, but I knew it was going to be horrible, so it's not like I'm walking out and I'm, like, offended or anything. I think that's why I feel weird right now, is typically when I walk out of a movie, you know, at the credits are rolling and I walk out and I'm like, man, I had such high expectations. I wanted to love that. It, like, hurts more. You feel defeated, and, like, right now I feel the same I did prior to going into this theater. Like, I didn't even really care to see this movie. I watched it. I am not a changed man. You know, I don't want to go too in-depth here on my, you know, my critiques of it, because I have a lot to say in my actual review. From the jump, about the first 2 minutes in, you're like, oh, here we go again. It is extremely rushed. There's not really much of a main plot. It's weirdly strung together and nonsensical. The movie isn't necessarily confusing, but it's so low stakes. You'll be questioning, wait, is this actually a superhero film? It's kind of just a movie about these people on the run, and I don't even know. I don't even know what I just watched. It was just messy, and you could tell it was a problem from the jump. I've heard behind the scenes, apparently, that they had to, like, reshoot portions of this film to not confuse audiences with which Spider-Man universe it took place in, because originally they were going to make it possibly set up, I think it was like the TASM world. I don't even know. It shows that if the audience doesn't know, Sony doesn't know what the hell they're doing, because this movie is a disaster, and I don't think it's like the worst thing I've ever watched, but it could arguably be in contention for it. No one wanted to be here on screen. Like unfortunately, like, you could just see Dakota Johnson was, woo! I mean, she was bad in this movie, but I think also the script was non-existent, so what did she really have to work with? I mean, I will really dive into it and have, like, more in-depth analysis tomorrow in my review on Valentine's Day. Love is in the air, I guess. But as it stands right now, I just watched this movie within the last 30 minutes, and I don't know how these movies continue to come out. It baffles me to my core. Why are we still getting these Sony films? Maybe this will be like the final one, and they'll scrap, you know, what they have, because it shows that no care was put into this. There's no heart, and it's a soulless product that's just shoved out there to try and make money. But how can you watch this and be like, yeah, this is what fans want to see? No one asked for this. It didn't deliver. And it's one of those movies where, like, you're watching it, and then as you're leaving, you're like, wait, what happened again? And you're trying to sort of recount the main plot details. And frankly, after I review the film tomorrow, I will forget about this movie in about a day. And then a year or two from now, I'll be like, holy shit, do you guys remember when Madam Web came out? What even happened in that movie? So that's all I got to say about that. Madam Web exists. I'll have a full review tomorrow with, like, my real in-depth analysis, because I have some things to say about, like, the structure of the movie and how nothing really made sense, and I'll dive into that in my review. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to that notification bell to be notified for my future videos, including my Madam Web review. But that'll do it, and yeah, I'm so close to 100,000 subscribers, so help me get there. If you're watching this video, subscribe. It'd mean a lot. I do out-of-theater reactions, lots of Stranger Things videos, TV and movie reviews, rankings, all that good stuff. But that'll do it. Until next time, see you guys later.